What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a statue preview of all the different statues that came up for pre-order during the week, ones that caught my attention, and just, these are the things I think that are worthy of talking about. So from Prime One Studios, we got the Batman Forever 1/3 scale Val Kilmer Batman statue. Now, I am a fan of Batman Forever. I did enjoy that movie. I thought it was pretty freaking good. It was the Batman more or less I grew up more with. I wasn't really into the Keaton movies growing up as a kid. I would say the Val Kilmer was the first ones I saw. And then, of course, Bell became my definite Batman. But I did like the Val Kilmer movie. I didn't like the George Clooney one nearly as much, but I did enjoy Batman Forever. Here is the portrait. I think Prime One did a stellar job. This looks like a movie still. So they definitely did a very good job on the likeness, the skin, and detail. I think they just did an amazing job. Now, there is one thing I really don't like about this, and it's not Prime One Studios' fault. It's the design of the suit. I hate the bat nipples. That's just so ugly looking. I wish they would have just not did that. It is such a huge eyesore, and I'm like, God, why does that have to be there? It's so ugly. I also, this suit is probably one of my more least favorite suits of the Batman suits. I don't blame Prime One. Prime One did a perfect replica of the movie. Now, here is a bat wall, which I think is really cool. It has all of his gadgets, his Batman hood. Now, his cowl is different because it already has the bat logo attached to it, as you can see there. And his weapons look decently cool. I would still probably say his suit and weapons are my least favorite of all the Batman movies, or at least compared to Bale and Affleck. But you can see, the statue is very big, so it has a very large base. I do like the base. I do love the bat wall. I think it's phenomenal. The only things I don't like are just some of the suit designs. I don't like some of the suit designs personally, but I do think the overall statue is phenomenal, and Prime One did a really good job. I love the whole, this bat wall. I think it's just awesome, the fact they did that. So very, very cool. I like the base, the pose, very museum-like, just a foot up, very classic statue pose. So it looks like he does come with some switch outs, either holding a batarang or a fist. If you order from Prime One, you get this Batman Forever logo, which is pretty cool. Display it in front of the statue as seen. And he also holds a grappling gun. So multiple switch outs, 96 centimeters tall. So quite a tall statue for sure. And I do always prefer Batman holding some sort of weapon. I don't like just doing a fist. I always have my Batmans holding their batarangs. I just think it looks better. So, overall, if you're a big fan of Batman Forever and you want a Val Kilmer statue, obviously this is the one to get. I doubt we're going to see another Val Kilmer Batman statue done out there, because it's just not the popular choice. It's either Bale, Affleck, or Keaton, I would say, are the three popular choices. But this is a great looking piece, no doubt. So price wise, $1,700. Now that is including this gadget wall. If you buy just Batman without the gadget wall, it is priced at $12.99. So I would definitely say go for the gadget wall. It's a pretty large piece. It's quite cool. You can actually even just buy just the gadget wall, which I think is great for $500. So that's not too bad of a price. It's 1/3 scale. It's quite big. I do think it's pretty cool, though. So if I was to ever get this, I would definitely do that ultimate bonus version. I personally have no plans to buy this. The only Batmans I'll be buying are Affleck and Bale. I have no desire for Keaton, this one, Clooney, or the new Batman as well. But overall, it's quite a nice piece. Now, from Sideshow, we do have 4 statues I wanted to show you guys. First is this Drogo statue by Gantoku Anime, X-Penguin Toy. X-Penguin Toy is actually who does Infinity Studios bus. But check this thing out. This is quite freaking cool. Massive wingspan because they have it going upwards. So this thing's huge. And this is from the very final episodes of Game of Thrones where they're in King's Landing, destroyed tower on the stairs, where the Mountain fought his brother. And Drogo was destroying that. So very, very cool base, the way they did that. Check that out. All that destroyed rubble. There's ash on the ground. The tail is spinning around, which I like they did that. Help save on space. Does have a Game of Thrones logo. Now, they don't do a close-up of the portrait, which is kind of like, seriously? They want you to spend $2,000. They can't even give you a close-up. I mean, this is the best you're going to get? That's blurry. Yeah, so I wish this company would actually take a decent photo. There's 6 photos, and this is the best we can get. I mean, from looking at it, it looks fantastic. Now, it's nearly $2,000, 350 edition size. It's almost 35 inches tall, 37 inches wide. This thing is huge. I would say that so far this is the best Drogo statue I've seen out there. There is one custom that's a little Khaleesi. I think this one is definitely better. There's also the 1/6 version. This one right here. This one looks pretty good as well, although it doesn't have that presence that this one's going to have. This one, the presence will be insane, being 35 and 37 inches wide. So it's definitely going to be a huge piece. Very, very cool looking. I do like it a lot. I don't have plans to get it. Who knows? That could change. I love Drogo, and I think it's one of the coolest looking dragons ever. But I don't have plans to get this. Plus, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a nasty seam line right there for the wings when they ship it, and that will be ugly. But I do like this one quite a bit. Then we have the Batman Premium Format by Sideshow Collectibles. It's been so long since I've done a preview of Sideshow. So Batman Begins, Christian Bale. Now, I'm not a fan of this piece, I'll be honest. They did the exact same pose as like 10 of their other statues. Recently, their Silver Surfer, literally exact same pose. It's very flamboyant, and I don't like it at all. Makes the statue quite tall, 25 inches, where their previous Bale Dark Knight was only like 19 inches. So they just have him on a tall base, and the base isn't even that great either. It's literally nothing special. I don't even like the Batman Begins costume that much, to be honest. I mean, it's good, but I like the Dark Knight much more. So personally, I mean, it's a decent looking statue. If you want a 1/4 Batman Begins and you don't mind the pose, the price is decent at $620. No switch outs, no set edition size. And at least it's not super wide and deep. But overall, it's just nothing that really interests me. I don't like the pose. I don't collect 1/4. And I don't want a Batman Begins costume. I prefer the Dark Knight or the Dark Knight Rises, which are basically the same. Nevertheless, I guess it's great that we do have a Batman Begins Batman 1/4 statue. So this might appease to some out there who like the pose, the simplicity of the statue, and don't want to spend, a lot of money on a 1/3. Now, this is something I know some people have been asking me about, the Carnage. So this is priced at $630, just $20 more, or $10 more than that Batman. I think this looks way cooler. This is something I am actually a fan of. I like this. It looks very similar to my current Carnage, although this one's probably more reddish, where mine's more orangish. But it has a similar, like the black symbiote going throughout it. And then it has the symbiotes almost like attacking. Size comparison next to Spider-Man. 21 inches tall, 17 wide, 13 deep. So standard 1/4 size. And it looks like there's no switch outs. Base is very simplistic, no under base. I would say I like the base better on mine. The pose is decent. It's an attack pose. It's pretty decent. I do like that giant saw cleaver arm. That's pretty cool. Mine has an axe arm as the exclusive, and I use that pretty much exclusively. But this one has that giant saw cleaver, which is pretty freaking cool. Overall, I do like this, though. I think it's a great looking Carnage. Is it better than my current existing one? It's hard to say. I'd have to see them side by side. But I do think this one is awesome. So if you're in looking for a 1/4 Carnage, this is currently the one to get. You got this XM's Carnage, which is pretty good, and then the Sideshow one, which I obviously don't like. I don't plan to get this just because I do already have my Sideshow first version one. That one I'm happy with. It matches my Venom, and I believe I only paid like $500 for it. But overall, this is a nice looking statue. Definitely very cool. And I know they also did a companion Venom statue. That's not up for pre-order yet, so I'll save my thoughts on that till that's up for pre-order and we get all the official picks. Last piece to talk about is really Suicide Squad, King Shark 1/10 by Iron Studios. Now, I did enjoy Suicide Squad. I thought it was a great movie, great action scenes, good story. It was like a Guardians of the Galaxy styled movie, but Suicide Squad. I did like King Shark. Here it is, this is towards the end of the movie. He was eating someone's leg. Very simplistic statue. I know some people definitely like this a lot. 9 inches, so decently big for a 1/10 scale statue, $180, about a given price-wise, but pretty cool. So if you're a fan of Suicide Squad, you want some sort of King Shark, I doubt we'll be seeing 1/4 scales of him. So if you wanted King Shark, this is probably the one to get, because I doubt we'll see a lot more out of King Shark outside of this for statues. But we will see. But yeah, that's basically it though, folks. So some decent statues came up for pre-order. We'll see what the next week has to come for us. But let me know, are you guys going to pre-order any of these statues? Was there any I missed? These are just the ones that I saw that interested me that I wanted to talk about. Other than that, let me know your thoughts and comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.